Okay, here is my pedal board. And it all revolves around this Loopmaster switcher, which is a true bypass switcher. And they're great, and they're affordable, and the guy who makes them takes forever to make them. So don't get too excited. You'll forget why you bought it, but then you hook it up and it's pretty cool. This one is made, set up for live performance. It has a tuner function which mutes the whole thing. Has a bypass, so if you need to go straight to your amp for a real rock and roll thing, boom, everything's, just bypassed. And all these are true bypass channels. There's 4 true bypass loops here. So for some practical considerations, I have my fuzzes first because they interact with the pickups, and then a boost, and then my favorite effect, the Trutron, which is, a Mutron copy made by the same people now. And I use this buffered boost, the MXR microamp, a lot. It's a nice fat tone, and the buffer helps. And I generally only don't have it on when I have these 2 fuzzes on because they don't play so well with compressors and boosts and such. I have the Barber Tone Press, which is a great compressor. It's a parallel compressor, so you can blend, which I find invaluable, so that you're not compressing everything. You can decide how much compression you really want in there. And that's set too high. And then on the same channel, the Comp OD channel, I also have a Black Cat OD1, a Mermaid, which is a clone, the Jay Green tribute version. And that's it. That's, so basically these two, and these 2, 4 dirt pedals. Then I have a Phase, which is a Big Joe Phase, very flexible. I like it a lot. A analog chorus from Joyo. I don't know that it's a real analog chorus, but it's good and it's very cheap, and I like it. And then I have the delay and reverb pedals on the last channel. So you have a Blueprint delay from VFE, MXR carbon copy analog delay, which I love, Hall of Fame reverb, which is a nice piece from TC Electronics, then a VFE old school trem pedal. And real quick, we'll just run through some of these. I'm playing the telly. I have not even tuned it. Oh, well, that's good. Give me a chance to show off the turbo tune. Love this thing. It's a strobe tuner, a real one. Very affordable. And it's just makes life easier. Sorry, I'm killing some time here. Good enough. Alright, real quick, I'm just going to run through these fuzz things. I use this one, it's the Bling Drive. It was made by a guy named Monkey Bling on eBay. And it's a Jordan Boss Tone clone, souped up a little bit. I primarily use this for some slide guitar distortion. It's best used, but let's just check it out. It gets crazier than that, but we'll move on. Satisfaction fuzz, very tightly controlled fuzz. All right, and then the boost buffer from MXR. Just brings things out. I love it. Nice piece. You need that before you go into the Mutron. And for the Jerry Garcia, John Mayer thing. Okay, now that I'm turning this off, I'm going to leave on the booster and go through the other things. The tone press, without. It evens things out. I like it for things like octaves. Not that I'm playing them well, but this really works well with a big woofy Gibson. You'll hear every note when you play a chord. It doesn't work quite as well at the telly in terms of being dramatic, but it's a nice piece. The Black Cat. The Mermaid I think of as like a Keith Richards pedal. This can get loud. But you can see the drive's all the way up and it's not going crazy with overdrive. You still have to push it. I have, you know, the levels being boosted up even with the tone press and the MXR microamp. So this needs quite a bit of input to get it going. My phaser. And then the cheapo Joyo chorus adds a little bit of boost. If I'm playing a chorus pedal at all, I want to sound 80s, and that's what this thing does. Going on now, I'm taking out, you notice I still have these 2 loops in, just to get my boost in my compressor as part of the regular thing. And the delay channel, start with the blueprint, which can get into some really good stuff. Then if you turn up the depth and speed, you're also getting into chorusing. Interesting pedal, you need to put time into it. The classic carbon copy. I've had the Hall of Fame reverb on. I should have turned it off, but delay without it. And blueprint without it. The old school. I think you may have one of these. And also, I just have the Marshall and the Colby on now. I can easily switch to the Fender. And I have the reverb always on that, at least lately. That's really surfy. Or I can do both, which I will do for recording from time to time. And this is, you know, my standard issue clean sound through the Fender. And then we'll play the same bit through the Marshall. So, a little boring, but that's pretty much what I'm doing over here with the board and the switching system. And hopefully it was informative. Thanks, Jason.